In this video, we will be taking a look at what the current F1 team bosses think about the controversial ending of last season's F1 World Championship and what they think about Max Verstappen. So without further ado, let's begin. Franz Tost. AlphaTauri boss, Franz Tost, congratulated Max Verstappen on winning his first Formula 1 title in a season in which he deemed Max as the fastest driver. The final stages of the race were, to say the least, contentious, prompting two Mercedes protests, but Tost said the title rewarded Verstappen for being the best all season. In his Abu Dhabi Grand Prix review, AlphaTauri said, "What an unbelievable race for the final round in Abu Dhabi. Congratulations to Max Verstappen, Red Bull Racing, and Honda for winning the World Championship title. They did an incredible job during the year, and Max really deserved this. He was the fastest driver this year, and the team did a fantastic job." Verstappen made his Formula 1 debut with Toro Rosso, now AlphaTauri, in 2015 at the age of 17. Franz Tost, the Faenza-based squad's long-serving team principal, was present at the start of the Dutchman's career and has played a key role in the development of many future stars over the years. Tost saw Verstappen's talent from the moment he sat in a Formula 1 car for the first time in 2014, just a year after stepping up from karting. Tost had previously worked with the likes of Sebastian Vettel, who went on to win titles with Red Bull, and Daniel Ricciardo, who went on to win races with Red Bull, and he never doubted Verstappen's driving and mental capacity to follow in their footsteps. "I always say to drivers, to come into Formula 1 is one story, but then to stay in Formula 1, to educate yourselves and have a real, deep learning gradient, this is another story," Tost told Racing News 365 in an exclusive interview. "What I really admire about Max is how, in the last few years, he has developed himself. From his driving style and everything, he was always superb, but also from the mental side. For example, when he won at Zandvoort this year, thousands of spectators were out there expecting him to win. How good he did it, how fantastic he did the qualifying and the race without making any mistakes. You must be very strong in your head to do this." Tost believes there is no better driver on the grid right now. "I really like to see how he has developed himself in reading the races, setting up the car, and understanding the technical side," said Tost. "Therefore, for me, currently, he is the best driver in Formula 1. Tost revealed more details about Verstappen's learning curve and development, both on and off the track, during his rookie season. After just over a season and a few races, the youngster secured promotion to Red Bull in place of the struggling Daniil Kvyat, going on to claim a spectacular debut victory in Barcelona and becoming the youngest F1 winner in the process. "I would say the learning curve was, at the beginning, quite steep," Tost explained. Looking back on Verstappen's time at Toro Rosso, there was a little bit of stagnation. "They are normal, the steps, because you have to be settled to understand everything. When you learn something and you understand it, then it goes up. It's normal. In Formula 1, there are too many unforeseen and very difficult to understand ingredients. The tires, the car, the power unit, and all this kind of thing. To optimize the tire management, to optimize the power unit's usage, you need a learning process. I must say that Max did a fantastic job. Really, I am impressed by him." Christian Horner. Christian Horner is the team principal of the Red Bull Formula 1 team, a position he has held since 2005, and during that time, he has won 9 World Championships, 4 World Constructor Championships, and 5 World Drivers' Championships. His motorsport career began as a race car driver, but in 1999, he switched roles to become the head of the international Formula 3000 team, Arden International Motorsport. As the team principal for Red Bull, Christian is never hesitant to praise his coveted driver. Horner has hailed Max Verstappen, calling him a phenomenal force in the car and someone who is very much leading the team's development. 12 months after his heavy crash in Monte Carlo, Verstappen was able to redeem himself as he raced from the back of the grid to 9th place. However, it was a Grand Prix that his then teammate Daniel Ricciardo won. Verstappen was the shining light for Red Bull in Monaco a year later. He started third on the Monte Carlo grid and finished second, losing the podium only due to an unsafe Red Bull release in the pits. I think really, if you wind the clock back, Monaco was probably the lowest weekend of his career, having a car capable of winning and crashing in FP3 and not being able to take part in qualifying, Horner told Racer. This was very tough for him, and I think he went away from that race and he reflected hard on it. Since Montreal, he's really just stepped things up a gear, and he's been a phenomenal force whenever he's been in the car. He's overachieved in certain aspects, and I think he's got the roundedness of maturity and is very much leading the team development-wise. I think he's enjoying and relishing that role as well. So if you compare Max Verstappen to the equivalent time last year, he's evolved a tremendous amount, and I think that's again the benefit of experience as well. According to the Red Bull boss, Verstappen drove like a lion in Monaco, hounding Lewis Hamilton for the lead. 3 years after the crash, Verstappen has managed to lead the Red Bull team to a championship win and stop the Mercedes juggernaut. Toto Wolff. The ending of the 2021 Formula One Championship was a controversial one. Hamilton led for the majority of the race, but was passed by Verstappen during a late safety car period, with Verstappen taking advantage of the opportunity to pit for fresh tires and pounce on the one-lap dash to the finish. After the lap cars between the pair were allowed to overtake, Mercedes remained remarkably quiet after the checkered flag, with Wolff declining to speak to the media before leaving the track. Following the denial of 2 protests by the stewards, they filed an intent to appeal, but it remains to be seen whether this will be pursued. Regardless of the circumstances, Verstappen says Wolff has personally congratulated him. Toto sent me a text saying, "Congratulations on the season, and that I deserve to win it. So that was very nice of him, of course," said Verstappen. In his latest interview, Toto Wolff has revealed that he feels sorry for Max Verstappen, as fans are questioning whether he deserves the championship. "I also feel sorry for Max because everyone is talking about the controversial rule decision, and he is a worthy winner, a champion. And of course, this discussion casts a shadow on that. And of course, that's something he personally doesn't deserve," said Wolff. Toto Wolff congratulated Max Verstappen and the Dutch fans on the historic achievement, saying that the young driver deserved to be the F1 champion. "At the end of the day, I don't care, but it's not the way real fans talk to each other. And by a real fan, I mean myself. I respect all of the Netherlands, Max, and I am happy that I can celebrate their first F1 championship because they deserve it. Max deserves it too," Wolff added. Mattia Binotto. Prior to the final race in Abu Dhabi, Scuderia Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto was asked about Max Verstappen and who he thought would win the championship. Binotto answered, "It's an exciting battle, first of all. They are 2 extraordinary drivers and very talented. One has already shown it, and the other has undisputed speed from everything he has shown. If I had to make a bet, I think Lewis wins. I say this because I think Mercedes wins. They are a solid team, and they have shown what they are in recent years. I think they have all the elements to win in the end, and as the reigning champions, they are the ones to be beaten." But despite his views on the outcome, Binotto said he would like Verstappen to come out on top, or at the very least, to take the title battle to the final round. "I hope they can fight until the very end," he said. "That means an open championship, an exciting fight, and one that is as close a battle as possible for the show itself as well. I always cheer for ourselves at Ferrari, but I also cheer for Max because I think it is good for the sport to break the status quo." That brings us to the end of today's video. If you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment below. Also, if you're new to this channel, subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified when we upload more content.